How is GPT-4 different from ChatGPT? There are three things that GPT-4 is better at than ChatGPT. The first is GPT-4 understands language better. Second, GPT-4 is able to reason better. And third, it has an absolute advantage in terms of image understanding. GPT-4 is much better at understanding language than ChatGPT. In the technical report, we can see that GPT 3.5, which is ChatGPT, has an accuracy of 70.1%. GPT-4 on English on the same prompts has an accuracy of 85.5%. That's a phenomenal 15% jump on something that's really good. ChatGPT is doing a phenomenal job, and you get something that's breaking it by 15%. Now that's phenomenal. Another thing which really stands out is that it's not just for English. It's a list of other languages that come along with it. If you look at Italian, Afrikaans, Spanish, German, French, and the list just goes on, the accuracy percentage for all these languages are really high. During a live demo, OpenAI showcased the reasoning abilities of GPT-3. A long text document was fed to GPT-3, which had tax information about a couple, and it was asked to calculate the standard deduction. For anybody who's ever paid taxes, you can absolutely appreciate how complicated it is with all the rules and regulations and the subsections. GPT-4 did not just calculate the standard deduction accurately, it also provided the reasoning behind it. It was able to identify that there were certain deductions that was applicable to this particular couple, which was not generally the case. So that's really interesting of how it's able to take a very long document and able to analyze certain segments. Something that was really interesting is that in this entire long document, there were only about 2 to 3 lines that were really important for the AI to be able to calculate this specifically. Image understanding. GPT-4 is able to understand the context of an image. Now that's phenomenal. Let's just try to understand that with this example. The user asks, what is unusual about this image? The answer that GPT-4 provides. The unusual thing about this image is that a man is ironing clothes on an ironing board attached to the roof of a moving taxi. Now, when you think about this, the question is not a simple question as to what's the color of the taxi or what's the color of the shirt that the man is wearing. Now, those could be simple answers. You just need to look at the pixel and you'll be able to get a reasonable output of that. But the question here is more about context. It's more about saying, look at the image and find out what's odd about it. So model would need to know that in a general setting, something like this would not happen. Now that's understanding. Let's just pause for a second and think about the possibilities that this opens up. We can ask 10 different questions about a single image and try to get different facets of that image. So with all that information that we get that information in a text format. So now just think about it. All the different photographs that you have in your phone or anywhere else, you can feed that into the model and it's able to give you an output in a text format. That text format can then become an input to all the different applications that are floating around in this world that use text as an input. So effectively, we've gone by taking images as inputs to all the applications that are existing today. And I think so based on this, there's going to be phenomenal advancements in terms of applications that are going to come up, and the use cases are really going to be amazing. I'm just so looking forward to seeing what people do with this.